All praises, honor, and glory go to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who have been truly anointed to edify the hopeful election through the Lord in these times. Shalom to you hopeful elect that are sincere in your spirit and your teachings. Shalom to you and yours. Just through the Spirit, because the Spirit dwells in us, the Holy Spirit, the Rakah Kodash, dwells amongst us, inside of us, as a whole, as a holy temple. So when the Spirit is feeling some kind of way, those that the Spirit dwell in also feel that. Okay, that's the unction, the oil. So along with the current affairs that seem to be going on right now, the title of this lesson will be called False Prophets of Zion. Okay, because it's really bothersome to hear the things that are going on. So Micah couldn't say it any better than Micah. All right, so Micah 3:1 starts off and he says, "And I said, Hear, I pray ye, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel, is it not for you to know judgment?" Okay, so he's speaking to the heads and the people that have or think they have divine powers and the abilities to teach the house and the children of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashai, okay? The house of Israel, all right? He says, is it not for you to know judgment? And the reason why we're under these curses and judgments is because of how we are as a people, okay? 3:2. Who hate the good and love the evil. That describes our people, man. When you consider that we were once a royal people compared to who we are now, it's a crying shame, man. Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them and their flesh from off their bones. These scriptures are straight to the point, self-explanatory. Who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot, and as flesh within the cauldron. That's an abomination, right? 4. Then shall they cry unto the Lord, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings. Straight to the point. This is what's going on now, man. It's a shame to look upon our people, man. The whole 12 tribes as a nation. It's a crying ass shame. Thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err. They bite with their teeth and cry, Peace, Shalom. That's disturbing. Just like the apostle said, don't come to him with that Shalom, brother, and this and that and that and this. And I feel the same way, man. The scriptures are correct when they say that in those times shall people's hearts grow cold, because, man, you get to the point where you don't want to be bothered by people whatsoever. Trying to endure the good fight of faith, man, without being too much of a bitch becomes a heavy burden. Thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err. that bite with their teeth and cry, Peace. And he that putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. See, that's what I mean, man. For anybody in their mind, they couldn't have a right mind. Because nobody in their right mind would even think they could go up against that power. You dig? Nobody in their right mind could even think that they ain't full of evil here and could go up against Yahushai and that heavenly force. Therefore night shall be upon you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine. And the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. See, and that's already happened, and it's happening now, and it's going to happen when the Lord comes. Okay? Because people lose their focus, man. It seemed like people, I don't know, man, lose the spirit of Yahushai within inside them, you know? With all this chaos and madness going on, man. You got to protect that spirit within inside your temple, man, inside the temple, man. By fearing the Lord, without wavering faith, first and foremost, man. You can never be so holy and high upon yourself that you think you got this thing locked up. 3 and 9. Hear this, I pray ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment and pervert all equity. That's a crying shame, man. You heads of the house of Jacob and princesses of the house of Israel that abhor. And I believe that word abhor translates into an abomination, crookedness, evil, and pervert all equity. And equity in this situation means straight, level, just, right. And I believe the translation for that word in the Greek is yashar. Yashar. Or yashar. Which is just, right, level. All right? And that's what's going on right now, man. And this is going to wrap it up. And you can't deny these scriptures, man. These scriptures, nobody can hide from this truth from these scriptures. 3 and 10. They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire. And the prophets therefore divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, upon the Lord Yahweh thy power. All caps. Yahweh, thy Father, thy power. Will they lean upon the Lord and say, ready? This right here should stir up your anger. They lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? No evil can come upon us. That's the same thing as these simpletons saying, you can't judge me, only the Lord can. 3 and 12, I'm going to wrap this up. Keep my emotions out of it and just stay straight to the scriptures. True edification, I hope, is what I'm doing. I hope to be the mouthpiece for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Quadash. 3 and 12. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest. To carry that kind of burden for the sake, therefore shall Zion for your sake, these are the heads, the false prophets. The shit going on in this day and age that's stirring everybody up that are amongst this hopeful election right now. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps. So, that's self-explanatory. False prophets of Zion and what's coming for them. Man, you got to be on your P's and Q's in this, man, and be sincere. Looking for attention, looking for awards, looking for rest in this kingdom. Not fearing the Lord. I don't know, man, things starting to heat up. So, on that note, all praises, honor, and glory always go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who brought this truth into this era, into this age today, in sincerity, and who are just men as the rest of us and are subject to go off at times or be emotional. But see, also at the same time, you see their sincerity and their humbleness. That's a true brother. All right, double shalom to you, hopeful family elect, from the top to the bottom. Shalom to you and yours as well. Keep the endurance. Prayers from me and my family always go out across the wave of the hopeful elect, man, for health, endurance, and strength in these times and times to come. All right. Till next time, Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Rat Tazah.